Jazwares just sent me a massive box with a ton of brand new Five Nights at Freddy's merchandise. I'm talking brand new action figures like the Endo series and World of, brand new plushies, brand new mystery figurines, as well as some upcoming products that haven't been released yet that I've exclusively been sent to showcase for you guys today. So if you're excited for all of the brand new FNAF Jazwares merchandise, scroll down, subscribe to the channel, and a massive thank you and shout out to Jazwares for sending over a whole bunch of products. It's truly crazy. There is a lot to review, so let's not waste any more time. So actually cracking it into the box, this was one of the first things that jumped out to me because I'm pretty sure these plushies are not even out yet. They are the FNAF 2 jump scare plushies, so inside this box, you hit like this button, and out pops one of these FNAF characters. You've got Chica, Mangle, Toy Freddy, the Puppet, and Toy Bonnie as well, and they have already announced another wave of these jump scare plushies with the Rockstars, interestingly enough. Oh, well, spoilers! Spoilers! Alright, I wonder who we're gonna get. Kablamo! Oh my goodness, hello. He didn't even pop out. Come here. Oh, wow. Honestly, he's a lot bigger than I thought he'd be. Look, you can see his legs in there, and his spring. So you can push him back down, close him up, aha, and then, kablam! Okay. They don't quite jump out to this degree, but their head pops out. That's kind of cute. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure these plushies are not even out yet, so I'm very fascinated by the fact that this guy was in my box. I do know that my shipping date for my package was a lot later than the other YouTubers' boxes, so I'm wondering if they just kind of saw some new stuff that they had and decided, we'll throw it in for Johnny. This is, I'm pretty sure, one of our first looks at these brand new jump scare plushies. I did only get one box of them in the gift box. So you just close it up, you push the button, and he pops out. Very cute, very cute. And it does seem like, just like a lot of the other Jazwares FNAF plushies, these guys also have glow-in-the-dark eyes, which is going to be pretty awesome. And so sticking with the theme of mystery plushies, we have these mini plushies right here, featuring, once again, the toy animatronics. You got Mangle, Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, and the rare Puppet plushie. So there's 5 characters, and they sent me 4 boxes here, so we're not going to be able to get all the characters, but hopefully we can get quite a few of them. All right, let's try not to look inside. And we got Toy Freddy as the first one. Oh, he's so chibi. He's such a little baby. Oh my god. Whoa, okay. Do not look at his side profile. Freddy, looking a little bit droopy there, buddy, but oh my goodness, this guy's so cute. He's holding his big fat belly, his big red belly. All right, I want to take a closer look at all these guys when I have all 4 of them unboxed. So let's crack open into the other remaining 3. Toy Freddy again. All right, cool. I do remember that a lot of YouTubers in their mystery boxes got a lot of duplicates. So let's hope I don't have 4 Toy Freddy plushies, because that would not be a good way to showcase all these products. Come on, guys. I appreciate you sending us some gift packages, and I understand that all of these are mysteries, but, I don't know. I feel like for the purpose of showcasing all of the products, maybe we should not be sent 4 of the same plushies. So I have my babies here. I guess we just need 1 for the showcase, but like I said, I find these guys to be really, really adorable. Look at his little bow tie again. He's holding his tum-tum. The side profile kills me, but from the front, they do look really cute. I am very worried now, because there is more mystery products to review, like these guys, the brand new 2-inch collectible figures, also with glowing eyes. And you've got Freddy, Bonnie, Foxy, and Chica. I will say, I love the characters in the ball pit here. Spoilers for the next product, but like, the references to the movie marketing for the first FNAF film, like the purple poster with all the characters lined up, and then them all in the ball pits. That is such a nice touch, and I'm so glad that they are referencing something like that, because I really do love those posters, the characters all lined up, and then them in the ball pit. So hopefully, we don't get a bunch of duplicates again. Let's see, how does this open up? Oh, did I see yellow? I see a chicken! Chica! Oh my gosh. All right, hold on. You wait there, Chica. We need to solve a mystery. Come on, gang. Let's solve this mystery. Are they all duplicates of the chicken? Uh-oh. It's not looking promising, gang. Jazwares, you did this on purpose, right? There's no way every YouTuber's luck is that bad where we all got duplicates. At least the chicken is cute. I will give her that. I do really like the stylization of these figures here. Not sure why all of them are like holding their tum-tum like that, but it's really cute. I do like these figures. I do wish I could have gotten more, because look at how adorable everyone else is. Freddy, Bonnie, and Foxy. So these figures are the sitting cuties figures, and these guys, like I said, absolutely adorable. I love their stylization. They do have a second wave of cuties, and these are their creepy cutie figures, which, listen, Jazwares, I love you, but there's no world where I'm gonna pick this figure over this adorable little skrunkly. Again, I really do like the packaging here, but these creepy cutie figures, I just can't say look all that appealing to me, honestly. All right, so here's the gang. We got Freddy Fazbear. They do come with stands, and they have Fazbear Entertainment on there. That is such a nice little touch, so you can leave them on the stand like so they can stand up easily. Freddy's got like eye bags going on here, and he's got this crazy underbite as well. Look at them teeth showing, Freddy. Yeah, the proportions on these guys are just kind of all out of whack. Like, look at how far apart and small Bonnie's ears are and how massive his head is. He's pretty rotund as well. Nothing against your Bonnie, but I don't think you're usually that rotund, my friend. I do like that he has his guitar. All of the characters have their respective props, right? We got Chica here, we got Foxy as well. Chica's just kind of holding the cupcake. It's not even on a plate, and then she has this absolutely massive forehead. And then Foxy as well, I can't put my finger on it, but he just does not look like Foxy. He's got this crazy looking like dog nose, and then it feels like his head is just way too circle shaped. His endo ears uneven painted. I'm not a big fan of this style of figures, the creepy cuties. They keep falling off their trays as well. It's really not that appealing to look at, in my opinion. I don't know why Chica's eyes are so much lower than Freddy's. Listen, I am all for like creepier FNAF merchandise, but I feel like the creepiness of the characters comes from their, like, uncanny appearances, instead of turning them into whatever the heck these things are. So yeah, I would say I much prefer the sitting cuties as opposed to the creepy cuties, but that might just be me. I'd love to know what your thoughts on these two cuties. Well, maybe less so this one. But what are your thoughts on these brand new mystery figures? And then I think the final merchandise before we get into the mainline plushies and figures are going to be the brand new FNAF racers. I'm pretty sure this 4-pack is new. Everyone else who I saw got a box each had the racers in like their own individual packages. So I guess stay on the lookout for a 4-pack of the racers releasing probably pretty soon. But as you can see, we got Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy here. We have also seen some racers of the Fun Time characters as well. And then I wouldn't be surprised if later on we also get the Glam Rock, seeing as the whole racer thing is themed around Roxy Raceway. So I would be very shocked if we never got a racer of the Glam Rocks, especially considering how popular they are. But let us have a look inside, and oh, look at how neat this is. Oh, it's wonderful. That is a box that I will be saving. Look at these guys. We got Freddy, Chica, Bonnie, and Foxy. All right, let's take these guys out of here. Their wheels move. My God, they're coming to get me. Stay still. Chica, no! All right, so these are the racers, and as you saw, they do in fact zoom. Zoom. Skirt. They don't do like the pullback thing and then they go. They just have wheels. Oh. Skirt. Freddy, look out! Oh no, this is a big crash. Wow. I mean, their wheels are plastic, so they're not going to go, like, crazy far or crazy fast or anything. Chica, stop moving, please. But I do like the cars. I like that it looks like Bonnie's kind of, like, his ears are blowing in the wind. That's pretty cute. Bonnie's got a nice car here, man. Oh, my goodness. I do like Chica's car, how it looks like an angry bird. I do wish the carts were more, like, themed to the characters. Like, I feel like you could have done a lot more with, like, having them actually themed to Chica. Like, you could have had, like, a pizza thing or, like, a cupcake thing. Feels like they kind of did that with Freddy, how he's got, like, what looks to be, like, a pizza delivery truck. His car is also pretty angry, and it's got, like, a top hat up here. Like, that's pretty cool. Let's see, what's Foxy looking like? Come here. Foxy's car, again, it's just kind of like a car. What does that say in the back? Oh, it says Foxy. That's cool. He's got a headlight out. Makes sense because he's also missing an eye, and then he's got like a terrifying mouth. So the cars are cool. I really do like these figures. I like that they actually do move. I feel like there could have been a bit more like personality shown with the cars themselves, but whatever. I think it suits the characters either way. So not a big complaint of mine. It's hard to like, I have to reach around my mic and my phone, so it's kind of hard to play with these guys, but look at my setup I've got going on here. Look, I got my microphones all the way down here. I'm like hunched over, leaning over. I got the phone recording. I'm like a little gremlin over here showing off my new FNAF toys. But we come now to the part of the unboxing that you've probably all been waiting for, and that is the brand new plushies and the brand new figures, including not one, but two Jazwares Vault Endo series. Interesting. But there is a lot of figures, so let's start off with the plushies here. As you can see, first one I pulled is gonna be Toy Chica. Of course, you've got the addition of Mr. Cupcake here. There is no Chica without Mr. Cupcake. Got the little tufts of fur at the top, beautiful eyelashes here, the Let's Party bib as well. This is just an absolutely amazing plushie. Jazwares has honestly really been killing it with their FNAF plushies. When I went to the FNAF 2 red carpet, I was with Aaron Margolin, the previous senior global brand manager, and he very kindly brought the FNAF 2 plushies for us to hold and take a look at in person, and these guys are just as fluffy as they look. Try not to, I'm trying to rub it, but I'm trying not to rub Chica in the wrong places because I know what you guys are like. So instead, let's pair her up with her good pal Bonnie here. We got Toy Bonnie, and this guy is absolutely adorable. I'm gonna keep saying that, but he's so cute. I really love how they did his snout. Like, it's a very unique shape for Bonnie. Look, he's got his bow tie down here as well. Does he have a tail? He's got a tail! Bonnie tail! You've got the ear flops as well. Got one bent over, one going up. I always love when plushies do that. Have like two different directions for the ears. This makes it look a lot more unique and special. He's so soft. The cheeks also like stick out as well. So you get that like 3D effect with them, which looks super good. Who else we got in here? Oh, we got Lefty. Get out of here, Bonnie. Boom, Lefty time, baby. This guy is exclusive to, I believe it is going to be Hot Topic / Box Lunch. You got the Lefty plushie here. Oh my god, this guy is like incredibly soft. Like, I was saying that about Chica and Bonnie, but Lefty especially, super, super soft. Oh my goodness. Again, I'll keep saying it. I think Jazwares is really knocking it out of the park with their plushies. These are genuinely, and you guys are gonna think I'm biased because they sent me all this stuff, and maybe I am, but I love these plushies. I think they're some of the best plushies FNAF has ever gotten. They're so cute. The attention to detail is super immaculate as well. Look, he's missing his eye boil. I do wish he was a little bit darker. Merch companies tend to make Lefty kind of like this light gray instead of completely black. But still, I think he is absolutely a fantastic plushie. Lefty here. I also wish, this is just like the collector part of my brain, wishes there was like a Hot Topic exclusive sticker or something on the tag. But Lefty is absolutely fantastic. A little bit of an odd pick for an exclusive plushie. What I was thinking it was going to be like a secret character from FNAF 2, especially because they already have a Balloon Boy plushie. So I thought they could just do an easy recolor for JJ, but honestly, Lefty is a nice addition. Like I said, we got Balloon Boy here, the Enragement Child, and he looks spot on. I mean, he's got all of his props. He's got the balloon sign, the balloon up here, kind of flops down a little bit, but honestly, you know, what can you expect? It's a pretty heavy object just attached to his head. I love that they didn't just remove all the props. They wanted to go above and beyond and include the balloon sign, the balloon itself. They did an excellent job, like, attaching it to the face to try to make it stand up. Like, you can tell that is Balloon Boy. He's got his propeller hat up here. Does it spin? No spin. Jazwares, you ruined it. But seriously though, this guy does look sick as heck. Shout out to Balloon Boy. Now, I do not have Toy Freddy, unfortunately, so I'm gonna have to pick him up on my own time, but luckily, I got Mango. Get out of here, Balloon Boy, it's Mango time. Holding this plushie for the first time at the FNAF 2 red carpet was amazing. This is everything I've ever wanted. Look, they got the mango tail. They got the Endo head as well with like some wires poking out. This is an incredible, incredible plushie. I think it's got, yeah, it's got beans in his butt. You got wires poking out of the ears as well. This is just an amazing plushie all around, man. Mad props to Jazwares because they easily could have just made a mango plushie with this, you know, body type with the 2 arms and the 2 legs, but they didn't. They said, nope, we're doing it accurate, and it really pulled off. Might be hard to showcase all the plushies here. Oh yeah, there's no way. But another amazing plushie wave from Jazwares. I am very excited for the next one. They've really been crushing it. The next one is going to be the Nightmares and Plush Trap. And I'm pretty sure Plush Trap isn't even like the exclusive plushie in that wave. So we're still set to get more plushies coming very, very soon. These guys are spectacular. Absolutely soft as heck. Incredibly detailed. And in Mango's case, honestly, probably one of the best FNAF plushies of all time. So now it is time to finally take a look at all of the brand new figures from Jazwares. And there's a lot in here, and they're pretty freaking big. So today we've got Freddy and Bonnie to take a look at. And what's cool about the new world of figures is that, as you can see, Foxy, Golden Freddy, and Chica actually come with a part of the FNAF 1 office, and you can build like a little playset with the figures with the office. That's really cool. Unfortunately, like I just said, we only have Freddy and Bonnie to take a look at today, so unfortunately, no office playset for us. Gonna have to get that on my own time, I suppose. And then also for World of, we have Rockstar Chica and Rockstar Freddy. These 2 guys are exclusive to Walmart. Alright, so here are the goofy goobers. We got Freddy. Oh, he dropped his microphone. Freddy, come on, you're on the big screen, man. You can't be making these kind of mistakes. You got Freddy. Is a very stiff jump scare motion. We've got Bonnie. Hiya! Hiya! I don't know why FNAF 1 has such stiff jump scare motions, but here we go. And then I'd say most exciting of all, the 2 Walmart exclusive Rockstar animatronics. Yeah, look at how easily these guys jump scare. You just go bang, 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 bang. These guys, it's like, it's like I need the strength of Hulk. Oh my god, Freddy, you're so stiff compared to your Rockstar counterpart. Hiya, hiya. Oh yeah? Well, hiya, hiya, hiya. Anyways though, taking a look at the FNAF 1 guys, I'd say they look a little bit sad, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because they are so stiff. Oh, Bonnie, I need a hug. It's okay, Freddy. I'm also feeling kind of blue today. But look at these guys. These guys are sick. Rockstar Chica and Rockstar Freddy. Looks like they've been pulled right out of Pizza Sim. Oh, actually, before I move on to them, I do want to mention the rest of the FNAF 1 crew. Also, like, Freddy's coloring on the back of the box, honestly, it looks a lot better than the actual figure. Yeah, the rest of FNAF 1 includes Chica with FNAF 1 Office C, Golden Freddy with FNAF 1 Office A, and Foxy with FNAF 1 Office B. So hopefully, at some point on my own, I can pick up the rest of the FNAF 1 world of figures. But now, I do want to talk about these guys, because it is just so cool to have, like, model accurate figures of the Rockstars, you know, a group of characters that doesn't really get a whole lot of love, but this guy looks absolutely sick as heck. I love that they did not just reuse any molds. As you can see, the head shape completely different, the body shape completely different, the pelvis completely different. He's got his own microphone that you can take off as well if you really don't want him having a voice. And of course, you know, the world of has their jump scare action, but also, you know, they have other movement as well, like the drop down hips. You can bend their feet and their legs. You can raise their hands. So he does this when he jump scares you. Do they have head turn? They do not have head turn, but they still have a lot of motion. You know, let's go over to Chica here. She's got her maracas. Let's go, Chica. She's got the Let's Rock bib. And once again, just like Freddy, you can take out the maracas if you want to unmaraca your Rockstar Chica. Then she's just Chica. She's not even a Rockstar anymore. Once again, drop down hips. You can turn all the legs and stuff. You can make her do the splits. Go, Chica, go. It is so cool to have figures, accurate figures of these characters that usually don't get a whole lot of love. On the back of the Rockstars boxes, they do have the FNAF 2 World of figures, as well as Balloon Boy and Crying Child. Now, we do have 2 of these to take a look at. We have Withered Bonnie and Puppet to look at today. But these boxes are absolutely massive because, like I said, they contain a part of the FNAF 2 office. It is a little upsetting that I am missing Chica, which means I'll have a incomplete FNAF 2 office. We're gonna have 2/3 of the office. And just like that, 2/3 of the FNAF 2 office is officially built. This is so cool. Super easy to put together as well. Everything just kind of interlocks into place. So you get like this wall, it attaches onto this floor. this wall attaches onto this floor, and then everything just kind of snaps into this corner here. So I bet once this actually has the other wall, it probably looks super, super sick. And as you saw, I had Wither Bonnie back there in the doorway, just like how he is in the games. Pretty sure there are some camera feeds that are not from FNAF 2. Like, I think that's FNAF 3. There's one down here that doesn't look like FNAF 2 either. Maybe not the most attention to detail here with those camera monitors, but we do have Withered Bonnie, who has a lot of attention to detail. Hiya! Oh. He's stuck. Honestly, it looks kind of cool like that. Bonnie, are you stuck? Wait, hold on. Can I pull it out? Oh no, there we go. I was gonna say, he's forever jump scaring. You can see he's got all of his withering around his legs. He's got his endo foot, his entire missing arm right here. Endo hand. Of course, the missing face as well. Some good withering. Oh, now he's stuck in jump scare. Some really good, like, withering and dark splotches, I guess, around his body to make him look old and withered. But now you may be thinking, well, Johnny, where's the puppet? I just saw the puppet music box. Well, luckily for you, the puppet is actually inside the box itself. You just gotta unwind it. Boom! Puppet jumps out at ya. And then, if you want to reset, you just put the puppet right back in the box. You close up the box, and there you go. This button right here has to be pushed in. So you have to, like, set it down on the ground, and then you turn this knob, and the puppet jumps out. That is so cool. I think the paint job on the puppet's face is a little bit interesting. Probably could have used some extra touch-ups, especially around the eyes. But I think the jump scare action of actually having them inside the music box and then having them jump out is super, super sick. It is just so fun. Makes me wish there was like a prize corner playset as well. There's a lot of locations in those pizzerias, so maybe they can do it in the future. But I feel like this would work perfectly in a prize counter. It is just so good. So those are the 2 FNAF 2 World of figures that I have today. So now all we have left to do is take a look at Endo series, which is gonna take a long time because anytime I've tried to showcase these Endo series figures, it takes so long. I am still a really big fan of the Endo series action figure line, but my goodness, does it take a long time to actually put together. So, as you can see, we have the Toy Freddy and VR Toy Freddy Endo series. These are the skins for the Endo series toy characters. The Arcade Mayhem skins from FNAF AR. I still don't know how to feel about the Endo series FNAF 2 guys having their Arcade Mayhem skins as their Endo series. So like Toy Bonnie has System Error Toy Bonnie. Toy Chica is High Score Toy Chica, and then interestingly enough, Mangle doesn't have an Arcade Mayhem skin, so instead, they just did Shadow Mangle from FNAF VR. Certainly an interesting selection of secondary suit pieces, especially considering FNAF AR just doesn't exist anymore. I do kind of feel like Jazwares kind of shot themselves in the foot with the Endo series line, because it started off like really strong with the classics and the withereds, but then once you get to characters like the toys, it's like, okay, well, what other variants of the toys are there? There aren't really any besides the Arcade Mayhem skins. But quickly taking a look at Endo 02 before I actually build the suit pieces for the characters here. But he looks pretty good. I do like the look of him. I'd say that they improved a lot over Endo 01, where this guy has some really good like withering and dirt washing on him. I'm pretty sure that's the correct term for it. And I'm just honestly a big fan of Endo 02 in general, so having like a figure of him is pretty freaking sweet. That took a long time, but we have the 4 Endo series toys all put together. Now, you may notice something off about Toy Freddy here. And this is something that I've seen with quite a few creators, so I'm assuming this is just an error currently going on right now. But with Toy Freddy, you get 2 left eyes, and so with how it's set up, you can't put the eyeball in the correct way where the eyelid is on top. So it has to go on the bottom, because as you can see, there's like a flat piece on the side, and that lines up with the eyeball. So if you put it in like that, the eyelid is upside down. Where is it? There it is. So, yeah, seems like that is an issue right now with not just mine, but again, I've seen a few other people have that issue with Toy Freddy. Also, something cool about the Endo is that the ears, I was kind of curious how they were going to do this. The ears, you like fold back into the head, which is super cool. And then, you know, it's flat and you can put on the mask of the character. Forgive me, I did not do putting together all the suits on camera because it was a hassle, man. Still, some of these joints, as much as I love Endo series, some of these joints are just such a pain in the butt to put together. Specifically, the feet were a big issue last time. Seems like that was solved, but the hands, man, you have to like really push it in and really like bend it at weird angles to pull it off. It is... Man, it is tough, but here's Toy Freddy. Has all of the articulation that you would want with the drop-down legs, the hip swivel. You got the head swivel as well. You know, you can open and close the jaw. You got the feet as well. These legs do kind of like overlap at some joints. That does make it kind of hard to move the limbs. You got Bonnie as well. Something awesome about Bonnie is that they did include his tail. It kind of just pops in here on the back. There we go, just like that. He looks pretty dang perfect as well. Got all the same movements as Toy Freddy. You can make him whip, simultaneously whip and nay-nay, drop down hips, hip swivel. Uh-oh. Well, this is weird. Toy Chica, I'd say, is probably my least favorite just because her eyes are super far up into her eyelids, which are actually part of the mask, so you can't really move them. Oh, there goes her hair. Yeah, the purple eyelids up at the top are part of the mask, so they're always gonna be, like, encroaching on her actual eyeball part. Look, you can have a bald Toy Chica. That's sick. The painting on the bib as well is, like, not super neat. It's super blocky around the text as well. Also, the, like, manufacturing printing is on her hip. I guess you could, like, turn it around, but... Oh, no, you can't actually, because that's the Chica bum right there. Why did they give her an outline of her booty cheek? That's crazy. But yeah, like, this text is always visible in the front, which is just really gross looking, honestly. But the highlight of these Endo series is absolutely this Mangle figure here. It is not too different from the world of Mangle in the last wave. It does have the addition of the third leg, which I do know was a major complaint that was missing on the world of figure, so they fixed that for the Endo series Mango. I was kind of hoping that the Endo series for Mangle was going to be like Mangle and then Funtime Foxy or Toy Foxy, but instead it is Shadow Mangle, which again, not too thrilled about, but whatever. I do really like these toy Endo series. Like I said, I think they're all pretty good, maybe besides Toy Chica, as much as I hate to say that. There's just a lot of flaws with her. But like, Mangle especially, having a pretty much one-for-one on-model accurate Mangle figure. You've even got the tail, you know, the hand, the second Endo head here. It is so awesome to have. So now what I'm going to do is I have to take apart all of these guys again, and then apply the FNAF AR skin costumes, which is going to take... Man, just so much time. It already took so long to put the suits on these four. So now having to take it off and put on whole new pieces certainly is going to take some time, but I will be back with you guys when they are FNAF AR-ified. And there we go. They have been switched over to their Arcade Mayhem counterparts, and these are actually pretty cool. I didn't realize, but VR Toy Freddy, you can actually take off his headset, put it right back on. There's not really a whole lot to talk about with these new suit designs because they really are just the classic suit designs, but they have been colored differently. They're now transparent, so you can actually see the Endo underneath, kind of see through the suit pieces, which is cool. Some of them do have new eyes, such as High Score Toy Chica here. Of course, the bib has been altered to say High Score. Can you see how much this has messed up my nails? This is... I love Endo series until it actually comes time to actually put them together and take them apart because, oh my gosh, Chica especially, this bottom beak was giving me such a hard time. Yeah, Chica has new eyes, so does System Error Toy Bonnie. He's got like entirely yellow eyes. Let's try to open it. Never mind, I'm not gonna do that. But his tail changes as well. There's a little tail back here, you know. You got that on there, which is kind of annoying. Did the other characters have that? Did I miss that? Oh yeah, I guess they do have it on the back. Yeah, look, you can see like the Endo head underneath. You can see the torso as well. It is really cool, and I guess that is a plus side of the Arcade Mayhem skins being the second suit pieces, is being able to see the Endo underneath. Yeah, look at that. All those legs going down. It is really cool. And then there's then there's Shadow Mangle, who is not an Endo series, not even from FNAF AR. They are from the hard mode of FNAF VR. This one I'd say is even less cool because unlike these guys where you can see like, oh, the Endo underneath, how cool is that? This is just Mangle, but they got dipped in Bendy's ink machine. I guess, you know, it's funny that they call it the Mangle Endo series because it's not an Endo series. You just get 2 Mangle figures. Yeah, those are the toy Endo series, guys. I would switch them back to their toy variants, but honestly, I don't really feel like taking apart these suits and putting them back together again. So they're just gonna stay as the Arcade Mayhem skins. So now, all that's left for today is to check out, this does not fit in frame, the Jazwares Vault. So I do know that inside of the first box here is going to be the Shadow Freddy Endo series figure. Now I have already unboxed and reviewed this guy in the first Jazwares showcase video, so I am not going to open it up. But inside of this second box here is an Endo series Jazwares Vault figure that I do not think anyone has just yet. So another exclusive look, and that is going to be Bonnie and Shadow Bonnie. This guy was revealed not too long ago now, and like I said, I don't think he's been released yet, or if so, I don't think anyone has gotten him just yet. So we've already seen Endo Bonnie, so let me quickly make Endo Shadow Bonnie for you guys, and we can show him off for the first time. And here he is, the Endo series Shadow Bonnie Jazwares Vault exclusive figure. By the way, look at this awesome backdrop. It's like the show stage, that's really sick. So they call this guy Shadow Bonnie, even though he does heavily resemble the hard mode version of Bonnie from Help Wanted. I've seen some people be like, oh, that's because the character we know as Shadow Bonnie is actually RWQ, blah, blah, blah. That's stupid. That's silly. RWQ has also been called Shadow Bonnie, so I feel like they just wanted an easy recolor, and also I'm sure Shadow Bonnie is a lot more recognizable than hard mode Bonnie or like neon Bonnie. So yeah, I do like how shiny he looks. You know, he looks very metallic. He looks like he's actually made out of like chrome. I mean, you can just see how much light is reflecting off of him. Like, he truly is super shiny. Should have just called this guy Chrome Bonnie, because that's what he looks like. But yeah, overall, he's just the Bonnie sculpt, but they dipped him in chrome. So he looks very metallic-y, he looks very shiny, but other than that, I mean, it is just straight up the regular Bonnie mold. So nothing really too special about him, but yeah, if you want to get Shadow Bonnie, that's not even really Shadow Bonnie. He's an option. And it is kind of strange as well, because they did confirm that there is going to be another alternate version of the Toy Bonnie Endo series that is, the second suit is going to be the actual Shadow Bonnie. So why they decided to make this, you know, kind of knockoff version of Shadow Bonnie, I will never know. Because they did say, you know, Toy Freddy is going to have a variant, him without his eyes, like how he is in the Office pose. And then Toy Chica's going to have one without her beak and her eyes, also like the Office pose. And then Bonnie's going to have Shadow Bonnie. So again, I'm not entirely sure why they decided to go down this route. It seems like the Vault exclusives have kind of been all over the place. Because for the first Jazwares Vault, it was Freddy and Shadow Freddy. Now it's Bonnie and Shadow Bonnie. And now the third one is Foxy and Radioactive Foxy. So that was everything in the box that Jazwares sent over. But as you can see, I've picked up a few other goodies. I was able to find recently the World of Withered Freddy figure, the World of Withered Foxy figure. So that means all we're missing for the FNAF 2 Office set right there is going to be Withered Chica with the final office wall, which is a little annoying that I'm missing just one figure. Oh, I guess Balloon Boy and the Crying Child as well. And then I was also finally able to pick up the two Target exclusives, Ringmaster Foxy and Magician Mangle. Yeah, all we're missing, Withered Chica, Balloon Boy, Crying Child. Man, we're so close to having the full set. But then again, I am also missing Chica, Foxy, and Golden Freddy for FNAF 1, so we still have a bit of collecting to go. Alright, but here is Withered Freddy, my absolute goat. Here, let's get Withered Foxy open as well, so we can take a look at both of them at the same time, and also compare them with... Oh, come on, really? Compare them with Withered Bonnie. It does suck ruining all of this really amazing looking packaging, but, I mean, we gotta get into Foxy somehow, you know? And look at this guy. He looks sick as heck. All right, we got the two brand new Withered figures here. Let's grab Bonnie. Hopefully trying not to knock anyone over in the process. Let's fix you up, buddy. Get you looking all good. All right, and so here are 3 of the 4 withered animatronics. You can see we got Foxy, Bonnie, and Freddy here. Foxy looks so short compared to everyone else. Oh, but I just really like the molds for these guys, especially Withered Foxy. I really thought, you know, Withered Foxy's head has such a iconic shape to it, so much, you know, more different and unique than FNAF 1 Foxy, with the longer, narrower snout and then the 2 tufts of fur going off to the side in a very pointy manner. All the rips and the tears in the Endo as well look so good. Of course, you got the jump scare thing on the back. That arm is freaking out. He just looks so cool, especially when he jump scares. I mean, my goodness, he looks good. Withered Freddy, same thing as well. Again, I really do like that they don't just reuse the same sculpts for FNAF 1 Freddy, for FNAF 2 Freddy. You can see that, you know, everything is different. The face shape is different, the body's different, the torso. They do not, you know, they do not skip out on any detail. See, and you can make them do the office pose. I'm trying to lead them forward, so there we go. Office pose Withered Freddy. Freddy, get out of here. We're looking at the Withers right now. So I do really wish I could have Withered Chica to complete the full Withered lineup, but I guess I'm gonna have to pick her up on my own time. And now finally, let's move these guys to the side, because lastly for today is going to be the 2 Target exclusives. There it is up there, Target exclusive, Magician Mangle and Ringmaster Foxy from FNAF AR. Now, I've already said I'm not a big fan of Jazwares doing FNAF AR merchandise. This especially is going to be terrible to take out of the packaging because they're exclusives. But honestly, if they were to do them, I don't mind them being exclusives. I'd prefer them being exclusives because that means they're pretty much like bonus figures. All right, so these are Ringmaster Foxy, Yarg, I'm gonna whip ya, and Magician Mangle as well. This is probably like the easiest it's ever been to jump scare one of these figures. It just feels so smooth, like there's no tension at all. With the button, it just pops right in. The head is interesting because it doesn't have a button. It's just this piece that's on like a bolt. It also kind of feels like Magician Mangle has their own sculpt, because I was putting this together and I'm like, this feels different than the other Mangle sculpts. Yeah, this is the Endo series here, and already, I mean, it looks pretty different. This leg back here sticks right out because I tried bending it. It doesn't really bend a whole lot. It's really stiff. Magician Mangle, their parts also fall off so easily. Like, oh, go on. And then you can't really move them or else they'll just fall off. So it's kind of tricky to put this guy together. Magician Mangle has an articulated, like, bendable neck. Meanwhile, all of the other Mangles have this static zigzag neck. So it's interesting that they changed up the mold for Magician Mangle, but it does look cool. You know, it offers more posability, which is nice. And then the sculpt itself is just super cool. Super amazingly detailed. You can see they got all the colors down, they got all the props, like the ears, they got the saw back here, the hat as well, the Saiyan's eye that Magician Mangle has. It just looks so good. You know, you got all the chains falling down as well. Well, that's just your wires, but like the limbs have chains right there, all around the feet. It looks so cool. And then there's also Ringmaster Foxy, who also has a shockingly high amount of detail. The skulls, the key down by the waist, all the chains around his outfit. And this is like a rubbery material, so it can like kind of move. You're not supposed to move it, but you can. This feels like just straight up rubber, but like the whip is different. You can move it around freely. The jump scare, of course, whips the whip. Hiya, hiya, hiya. The cool hat he has up top, you know, the paint job on the face itself is a little bit lackluster, but honestly, I'd say everything else about the figure, everything else about the outfit kind of makes up for that face paint job because he just looks so cool. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of getting figures of the FNAF AR skins, but if we are going to get those, I'm glad we are getting characters like these two because I feel like their designs are so cool. So as long as we keep getting figures like these characters, I'm fine with that as long as we don't get to like, you know, Poop Toy Bonnie or like Mud Balloon Boy. I don't want those guys. So that is the majority of all the brand new Jazwares FNAF merchandise. Whole bunch of figures, whole bunch of plushies, some stuff we've never seen before. Once again, a massive thank you to Jazwares for sending over some of the products. And they still have so many more products releasing in the future. So if you want to see more FNAF Jazwares reviews and unboxing, subscribe to the channel. That's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on the flip side. Goodbye.